I can bake a cherry pie in the twinkling of an eye.
Do you ever think about the delicious pies we used to have but don't see anymore? In this video, we're going to show you 25 forgotten pies that have faded away. Ready to take a tasty trip down memory lane? Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Your support means a lot to our small channel. Now let's jump into the video. The Mincemeat Pie. Mincemeat pie has been a cherished holiday treat, especially popular during Christmas. Its history dates back to the early 14th century when it was ingeniously crafted with finely minced meat, diced fruits, and preserving liquids to ensure the meat stayed fresh without the need for curing or salting. Originally designed for practicality, over time the recipe evolved into a culinary delight catering to diverse tastes and preferences. Today, you can find a wide variety of mince pies, from traditional homemade recipes to convenient pre-made versions in grocery stores, each offering a nostalgic taste of festive seasons past. At its peak popularity, mincemeat pie became a symbol of holiday joy, evoking warm memories and traditions for families and communities. Does the mention of mincemeat pie bring back any cherished Christmas memories for you? Huckleberry Pie. Huckleberry pie has a deep-rooted history in Native American culture and cuisine, serving as a significant dish long before it was appropriated by American settlers. Traditionally made with simple ingredients like huckleberries, flour, cornstarch, butter for the filling and crust, sugar, and citrus juice, this pie was a yearly tradition. The preparation typically involved creating a traditional crust, filling it with the huckleberry mixture and baking until the crust achieved a golden, crispy texture. However, as modernization swept through in the post-colonial era, the popularity of huckleberry pie waned in many households. Its cultural significance diminished, and the pie faded into obscurity, with only a few states showing interest in reviving this historical culinary delight. Today, huckleberry pie remains a nostalgic reminder of Native American traditions and a testament to the rich flavors of indigenous ingredients. Grapefruit Meringue Pie. The Grapefruit Meringue Pie, a unique but niche dessert, appeared in cookbooks during the 1920s as an easy-to-make and delicious option. Despite its potential appeal, it never gained widespread popularity, particularly in middle-class and lower-income households of the time. One significant reason for its limited adoption was its reliance on fresh grapefruits, which were considered expensive during the early 1900s. The recipe for this pie, featuring eggs, vanilla, grapefruit, pie crust, and a painstakingly prepared meringue, was preserved in cookbooks in hopes that it might find favor in later years. However, the lengthy preparation time and the cost of its ingredients contributed to its eventual neglect and obscurity in culinary history. Today, the grapefruit meringue pie remains a testament to the innovative recipes of the past, remembered by those curious about the flavors and challenges of bygone culinary experiments. Sugar cream pie. The sugar cream pie, also known as Hoosier pie, enjoyed regional popularity in Indiana since the 1900s. Similar to many other nostalgic treats, its presence dwindled over time. Imagine a sweet creme brulee with a custard filling, dusted lightly with cinnamon. That's the essence of this beloved pie. It thrived especially in the 1990s due to its simplicity, making it a favorite in both bakeries and households alike. Mentioned in numerous early 1900s cookbooks, the key to its deliciousness was allowing it to rest overnight, enhancing its sweet and scrumptious flavor. However, this meticulous process became its downfall. Bakeries realized the extensive labor and wait times for each pie weren't sustainable. Gradually, sugar cream pie vanished from shelves, eventually fading into history. Once a cherished part of Indiana's culinary heritage, it now lives on only in memory, evoking nostalgia for those who recall its rich, comforting taste. White potato pie. White potato pie, a historical American dessert, was popular in the 18th and 19th centuries. Made from mashed potatoes, sugar, eggs, and spices like nutmeg and cinnamon, it resembled a sweet potato pie in texture and flavor. This pie was favored for its simplicity and use of readily available ingredients, making it a staple in many American households during that era. The recipe typically involved boiling and mashing white potatoes, then combining them with sugar, eggs, milk or cream, and spices. This mixture was poured into a pie crust and baked until set. While once a common dessert, white potato pie gradually faded from popularity as culinary tastes evolved and other pies took its place. Today, white potato pie is remembered as a historical American dish, reflecting early American culinary traditions and the creativity of utilizing basic pantry staples in desserts. Its occasional revival serves as a nod to its cultural and culinary significance in American history. Chess pie. Certainly. Chess pie is a beloved Southern classic, well known especially in the South since at least the 1850s. This pie typically features a simple filling made from pantry staples like butter, eggs, sugar, flour, and milk. Its origins are speculated to trace back to England, though the exact details remain uncertain. What is clear is its status as a staple in Southern cuisine. Similar in appearance to cheesecake, chess pie offers versatility in flavor profiles. It can lean towards a tangy citrus twist with lemon or take on a rich chocolate variation. The preparation usually involves a single crust and a straightforward filling, with some recipes incorporating cornmeal for added texture. It's fascinating how such an old dish can be adapted in countless ways. Over time, however, fewer people continued the tradition of making and serving chess pie, causing its popularity to wane until it eventually faded from mainstream culinary culture. Yet, for those who remember its taste and heritage, chess pie remains a fond memory of Southern culinary history. Icebox Pie. Icebox pie, a popular chilled dessert in mid-20th century America, features a creamy filling of whipped cream, sweetened condensed milk, or cream cheese flavored with fruits like lemon or strawberries. This mixture is poured into a pie crust and chilled until firm in the refrigerator, hence its name. The pie's convenience and refreshing taste made it ideal for hot summer days. It remains a versatile dessert with numerous flavor variations, continuing to be enjoyed for its nostalgic appeal and association with American culinary traditions. The Shoofly Pie. In Pennsylvania Dutch country, there once was a pie that gained popularity in the late 1800s. Originally starting as a coffee cake, it quickly became a favorite among local home bakers and a regular part of breakfast routines. Known for its two distinct types, wet bottom and dry bottom. The wet bottom version had a thinner crust with a thicker outer layer, while the dry bottom resembled more of a cake. Molasses was a key ingredient in both variations, though some bakeries outside Pennsylvania used corn syrup instead. As newer pies and recipes emerged over time, bakeries gradually moved away from this traditional pie, making it a rare find today. Once a beloved treat, now it's a nostalgic memory for those who enjoyed its unique taste and texture in days gone by. Shaker Lemon Pie. The Shaker Lemon Pie, originating from Shaker communities in the United States, is renowned for its innovative use of whole lemons, including the peel. Created in the early 19th century, this pie involves thinly slicing lemons and macerating them with sugar, which softens the rind and balances the tartness with sweetness. Historically, Shaker Lemon Pie reflects the Shaker's practical approach to cooking and resourcefulness in using all parts of the fruit. It gained popularity over time, particularly in the mid-20th century, when it appeared in various cookbooks and gained recognition for its unique flavor profile. Despite its historical significance and occasional resurgence in popularity, Shaker Lemon Pie has somewhat faded from mainstream attention in modern times. Nevertheless, it remains appreciated by culinary enthusiasts for its tangy sweet taste and as a cultural relic of Shaker culinary traditions. Raisin Pie. Raisin Pie has been a traditional dessert, notably favored as a funeral dish in Amish communities, valued for its convenience that allowed for other tasks to be managed. Featuring variations in preparation, it typically includes a double crust with a lattice top, reminiscent of a mincemeat pie, but with raisins and a heartier crust. Despite its practicality, Raisin Pie acquired a somewhat negative reputation due to its association with funerals, leading some to view it as an ill omen. Consequently, its popularity declined over time among the general populace. However, its historical significance remains, offering a unique glimpse into cultural traditions and practical culinary practices of the past. Next time you find yourself preparing for a funeral gathering, you might consider this historical dish as a thoughtful option, acknowledging its role in comforting communities during solemn times. The Marlborough Pie. Marlborough Pie has a fascinating history that traces its origins to England before disappearing around the 1660s, only to reappear in American cookbooks much later. Initially crafted with meticulous care and featuring a notable blend of ingredients including 24 eggs, cinnamon, minced apples, and butter, it quickly became a sought-after dessert, particularly during Thanksgiving celebrations across America. Despite its initial popularity, Marlborough Pie faced challenges as newer, more convenient pies, like pecan and cherry, gained popularity. These alternatives required less effort to bake, leading to Marlborough Pie's gradual decline and eventual disappearance from the culinary landscape. Today, it remains a historical curiosity, remembered for its unique flavors and the effort once required to create this elaborate dessert. Mock apple pie. Dating back to the mid-1800s, mock apple pie originated during winter when apples were scarce. Bakers of the time improvised by creating a pie that mimicked the flavor and texture of apple pie using a surprising ingredient: Ritz crackers. This clever substitution earned it the name mock apple pie and became known for its affordability and ingenuity. The recipe typically included breadcrumbs, sugar, cinnamon, water, lemon, and Ritz crackers, which, when combined, remarkably replicated the taste of traditional apple pie. During the 1900s, as crackers grew in popularity, mock apple pie became a favorite among households seeking a delicious yet cost-effective dessert. However, with the advent of year-round availability of fruits due to advancements in food production, the demand for mock apple pie waned. As real apples became more accessible, traditional apple pie regained its prominence, gradually relegating mock apple pie to a lesser-known status in culinary history. Vinegar Pie. Vinegar Pie, often dubbed the Desperation Pie, was a curious culinary creation that emerged during times of economic hardship and uncertainty. It became a marvel and a masterpiece of resourcefulness in households that sought the pleasure of enjoying pies when traditional ingredients were scarce, particularly gaining popularity in the Midwest, when lemons were not readily accessible. This pie featured a tangy custard filling where vinegar substituted for expensive citrus fruits to create its distinctive flavor. While today it may seem like an unusual and perhaps unappealing dessert, Vinegar Pie served as a testament to innovation and creativity during challenging times, offering a glimpse into the ingenuity of past generations in making do with what they had. Molasses Pie. This pie was quite popular in rural areas, especially in the South, and became associated with Pennsylvania due to its widespread appeal among common folk. Its exact origins remain a topic of debate, but by the 1880s in Pennsylvania, it was commonly served in a crumb cake form, featuring molasses as a key ingredient. Similar to Shoofly Pie, it distinguished itself with a pronounced molasses flavor, offering a richer experience for those craving a stronger taste sensation in their desserts. Peanut Pie. Peanut pie, a classic southern dessert, resembles pecan pie with a filling composed of peanuts, sugar, eggs, butter, and sometimes corn syrup or molasses, all baked in a pie crust until firm. Originating in the southern United States, it reflects the region's abundant peanut crops and culinary traditions. Historically, peanut pie gained popularity for its rich, nutty flavor and sweet consistency, making it a staple at southern gatherings and celebrations. While not as widely recognized as pecan pie, it remains a beloved part of Southern cuisine, appreciated for its nostalgic appeal and the simplicity of its ingredients. Today, peanut pie continues to be enjoyed for its traditional flavors and as a testament to Southern culinary heritage. Bread pudding pie. You might be familiar with bread and butter pudding, but its pie form is less common nowadays. From the 12th century to the 21st, this dish has seen significant evolution. One variation that has faded into obscurity is the bread and butter pudding pie, a curious blend of pie crust with a custard filling akin to bread and butter pudding. Popular among English and American crowds in the 1900s, this pie offered a unique twist on a beloved dessert. However, its downfall came as diners preferred the traditional pudding format, which could be easily enjoyed in one sitting. As a result, the pie had a brief moment in culinary history before becoming a forgotten oddity. Gooseberry Pie. Gooseberry pie, once a beloved dessert in Europe, made its way to America before fading into relative obscurity. Its decline in popularity can be attributed to the decreasing availability of fresh gooseberries, which were traditionally used in its preparation. The pie typically included fresh gooseberries with trimmed ends, a quarter cup of potato, and any available pie crust. Despite its unique ingredients, gooseberry pie was renowned for its delightful flavor profile. However, as more accessible and popular pies like strawberry and apple gained prominence, using the less common and expensive gooseberries became impractical. This shift in preference eventually led to gooseberry pie disappearing from American cuisine, becoming a nostalgic relic of culinary history. Possum Pie. Possum pie, once a regional specialty in Arkansas, might not be familiar to those outside the region. During the 1970s, it gained widespread popularity and was famously hailed as one of Arkansas's finest offerings in a 1983 restaurant review by the Arkansas Gazette. Recognizable by its distinctive crumb crust and generous size, Possum Pie was a decadent delight characterized by multiple layers of chocolate, vanilla, cream cheese, and whipped cream. This indulgent dessert, with its nut crumb crust and pudding-like consistency, began to decline in popularity around the 2000s. Critics started favoring lighter and less intensely sweet desserts, leading to fewer bakeries producing possum pie. Eventually, this once-beloved treat faded from prominence, becoming a nostalgic memory for those who savored its rich flavors during its heyday. Grasshopper Pie. Grasshopper Pie is a decadent dessert celebrated for its vibrant green hue and refreshing mint chocolate flavor. Originating in mid-20th century America, this chilled pie features a creamy filling crafted from marshmallows, cream, and crème de menthe liqueur, all nestled in a chocolate cookie crust. Popular during the 1950s and 1960s, Grasshopper Pie became a hit at social gatherings and cocktail parties for its cool, indulgent appeal. Its name evokes the lively spirit of its era and the vivid green color reminiscent of a grasshopper. Today, Grasshopper Pie remains a delightful nod to retro American cuisine, cherished for its unique blend of minty freshness and chocolate richness. It continues to captivate dessert enthusiasts looking to savor a taste of nostalgic charm with every bite. Green Tomato Pie. The forgotten green tomato pie originated as a clever way to utilize unripe tomatoes from home gardens, back when gardening was more necessity than hobby in America. This pie featured a medley of cinnamon spices, flour, raisins, and sliced green tomatoes all cooked together on a stovetop before being baked in a pastry dish. Some variations included cloves, transforming the pie into a savory lunch option. For those with means, mincemeat was often added to introduce protein, catering to upper-class tastes. However, as gardening evolved into a leisure activity and food availability increased, green tomato pie gradually faded into obscurity. Today, it remains a relic of culinary history, unlikely to see a revival without a significant cultural shift or nostalgic resurgence. French Silk Pie. French silk pie is a velvety and indulgent dessert known for its rich chocolate filling and smooth texture. Originating in the United States, it typically consists of a chocolate mousse-like filling made from butter, sugar, eggs, and melted chocolate, all whipped together until creamy. This luxurious filling is then poured into a pie crust, often made from pastry or chocolate cookie crumbs. The pie gained popularity in the 1950s and 1960s as a beloved dessert at diners and restaurants across America. Its name reflects the silky smooth consistency achieved through careful blending and whipping of its ingredients. Today, French silk pie remains a favorite for chocolate lovers, appreciated for its decadent flavor and creamy mouthfeel. It continues to be enjoyed as a classic American dessert, perfect for special occasions or simply as a delightful treat to satisfy a sweet tooth. Transparent pie. The transparent pie, a specialty from Kentucky, enjoyed popularity primarily within the region before gradually declining. Often mistaken for chess pies or pecan pies due to their similar appearance, transparent pie garnered fame as a holiday favorite despite its misleading name. It's more of a beige or off-white color than transparent. Its rise to prominence stemmed from the scarcity of exotic ingredients in Kentucky during the 1800s, prompting home bakers to rely on readily available items. Traditional recipes included ingredients like sugar, flour, eggs, butter, whipping cream, vanilla extract, brown and white sugar, and a jelly filling with a hint of bourbon for a distinctive local flavor. As food accessibility improved and culinary preferences evolved, the popularity of transparent pie waned, relegating it to a nostalgic symbol of Kentucky's culinary heritage. Today, it remains a lesser-known pie outside the region, remembered fondly by those who cherish its simple yet flavorful charm from days gone by. Buttermilk Pie. Buttermilk pie is a traditional Southern dessert known for its simple yet rich flavor and creamy texture. Originating in the United States, particularly in the southern states, this pie typically features a custard-like filling made from buttermilk, eggs, sugar, butter, and flour, all poured into a pie crust and baked until set. The pie's name reflects its key ingredient, buttermilk, which adds a tangy flavor and smooth consistency to the filling. Buttermilk pie gained popularity in the 19th century as a practical and delicious way to utilize buttermilk, a common ingredient in Southern kitchens. Today, buttermilk pie remains a beloved dessert in Southern cuisine, cherished for its nostalgic appeal and straightforward preparation. It continues to be enjoyed for its creamy, comforting taste and its place in preserving Southern culinary traditions. Black Bottom Pie. The decadent black bottom pie, originating in 1870 by Swiss chef Felix Weidmann, featured a luxurious chocolate layer topped with a creamy rum or vanilla custard. It became popular in the mid-20th century, but eventually faded in favor of newer chocolate desserts. In the early 1960s, the dessert gained attention in America thanks to Professor Fred Bamforth, known for bringing his beloved black bottom pie to gatherings. He guarded the recipe as a gesture of love for his wife. The pie's simple yet winning combination of milk, eggs, meringue, custard, vanilla, and quality rum ensured its popularity at dinners and events. However, like many desserts, its fame declined over time, reflecting changing culinary trends and tastes. Custard Pie. Custard pie is a classic dessert known for its creamy texture and rich flavor, dating back centuries across various cultures. In the United States, it is typically made with a filling consisting of eggs, milk or cream, sugar, vanilla, and sometimes nutmeg, all baked in a pie crust until the custard sets. Originating in Europe, custard-based desserts have been enjoyed since ancient times, evolving into different variations over the years. American custard pie recipes often emphasize simplicity, allowing the smooth custard flavor to shine through. Custard pie gained popularity in American households during the 19th century and remains a staple dessert today, appreciated for its comforting taste and versatility. Whether served plain or with added flavors like fruits or spices, custard pie continues to be a timeless treat enjoyed for its creamy indulgence and cultural significance in culinary traditions. Did this video make you hungry for old-time pies? If so, give it a like. Subscribe for more trips down memory lane with nostalgic desserts.